Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this session of FlixFix. I'm going to give you my full-on review of the movie Iron Man 3. So if you haven't seen the movie, or if you plan on seeing it, in the near future, I wouldn't watch this at all. Spoilers are everywhere.
It's time for movie and TV news. FlixFix with Harold the Film Geek.
All right, so here's what we're going to be doing here. Iron Man 3, I'm going to let you know right off the top that I have some issues with Iron Man 3. Number one is the Mandarin. The Mandarin, and I will go ahead and preface this saying that I have never read the Iron Man comic books. I watched the cartoon for a while, and I have seen different things about Iron Man. So it's not like I grew up reading Iron Man. I grew up reading Spider-Man. But all that being said, I did not like how they portrayed the Mandarin in this movie. First of all, I think Ben Kingsley did an amazing job as the Mandarin. I loved how the Mandarin had the rings, even though they're not magical rings, they were just rings. And I loved how he was playing like an Osama bin Laden character. What I didn't like was that how in the second act of the movie, everything came apart and you found out that he was just a puppet. I don't like that. And here's the reason why. The Mandarin, especially from the TV show that came out back in the 90s, was the big villain to the entire Iron Man universe. In fact, he has all these different magical powers with these rings that he became a real problem to Iron Man. Now, here's what I know. Jon Favreau actually said he did not want to do magical stuff in the Iron Man movie because Iron Man is supposed to be more based on what could really happen in real life if a real suit could be made. So because of that, it took a different direction. I don't mind that different direction. What I do mind is the fact that they used such a well-known villain and made him so cartoony and cheesy. Now, with that being said, a lot of people say, oh, well, you never know. There could be an Iron Man 4, because at the end of the movie, after the trailers, after the credits finished, and then you saw the ending, there was a very thing at the very bottom that said, Tony will be returning, but it doesn't mean he's turning for Avengers 2, because Joss Whedon said they may or may not use Tony Stark again in Avengers 2, because, well, as we all know, Avengers isn't always the same grouping of people. It's always different people. So there's a chance that they might not use Tony again in Avengers 2, which means there might be an Iron Man 4. So a lot of my friends are saying, oh, well, you know what's going on? They have a Mandarin, and the Mandarin's in jail, and then he's going to become evil, and then he can come back and do it. Which they could be doing it. If they did that, that'd be very smart. But that's the only issue I have with the movie. I thought the movie was still funny. I thought the movie made Tony Stark very real. And I know that a lot of people's issues that they're going to have with the movie is that there's not enough Iron Man. In Iron Man 1, most of the movie was Tony Stark building the Iron Man robot, right? And then after he built the Iron Man robot, boom, he was good to go. Save the world. Oh, no, wait. Now he's, being brought down by his dad's, best friend or whatever who was running Stark Industries. So then a lot of my friends were like, oh, well, there's not enough Iron Man suit in this movie. No, it was mostly Tony in that movie. And then when Iron Man 2 came out, a lot of my friends are going, yeah, but Whiplash wasn't the right Whiplash because he was a merger of two characters and there still wasn't enough Iron Man. Then when Avengers came out, which was all Iron Man, they still complained saying like, well, he really didn't do like what I would have expected. So I know a lot of the people who are not happy with a lack of Iron Man suit in the other two movies and the Avengers. This movie's not going to make it any better because he probably wears a suit 10% of the movie. Most of the movie is Tony. I think it's funny that Tony shows that he's not able to fire a gun, that he's not good without his suit, that his suit becomes a security blanket because he can't even go out to eat with Rhodes without wearing his suit. So I like all these aspects that they put in there. Also, the one thing they never really revealed, what happened when he went into that black hole? In the movie, they brought it up at least 3 times. A person asked him, Tony, what happened when he went into the hole? And he did not feel safe to talk about it, which to me means something could have happened in there that has altered his mind, because every time he mentioned it or someone mentioned it to him or he thought of it, he had a panic attack, a severe panic attack. So I think this might be something they're going to be trying to like build out into other movies. So I think it's really good. What do I give this movie? I give this movie a solid 4 out of 5. A solid 4 out of 5 because it is entertaining despite the fact what happened with the Mandarin. I like what they did with the villain. I like the introduction. You get to see all these different Iron Man suits. So I think it's really good. I think it's really funny. And I think it's worth a watch. So Go ahead and check out Iron Man 3. It did very well in the box office, and it might actually take out the Avengers. It's too soon to tell. My name is Harold, but thank you for tuning in this edition of Flix Fix. And if I don't talk to you soon, I will talk to you later. All right? See you around.